This is the Brazilian president's base, labor unions, and the National Congress of the Union of Central Workers is Brazil's largest with 21 million members. President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva is one of them, rising from union leader to president of the country. So as president, it was no surprise that he raised the minimum wage and went much further, naming by some counts more than 1,000 union leaders to government jobs.
Lula's government was the first to understand that union movements are important in society, and he incorporated unions as valid voices in government.
But some in organized labor are not sure that's been such a good thing.
When union leaders become part of the government, they start believing like the very bureaucratic government apparatus they fought against. They no longer defend what they fought for as a union member. They simply go along with the status quo.
An example, critics say, is when major Brazilian companies earlier this year laid off thousands of employees, including aviation company Embraer, which laid off 20% of its workforce.
If Lula's government was really still for the workers, he would have said, "I do not accept these layoffs." But instead, the government stood by silently and did nothing.
But Lula's approval ratings remain at almost 70% for a reason. He has overseen a stretch of unquestioned record economic prosperity in this country that has lifted millions of people out of poverty. And they remain staunchly loyal to the man they have always viewed as one of their own.
Our country with President Lula today has better income distribution. The more marginalized social classes have dignity. We're not 100% there, but we're in much better condition, thanks to God and thanks to our President Lula.
With the end of Lula's presidency fast approaching in 2010, the question now for organized labor is going to be if the power they achieved under Lula will outlive his presidency, and if so, how they use that power. Because in the end, for union members, that might be what determines Lula's ultimate legacy. Gabriel Elizondo, Al Jazeera, Sao Paulo.